Malaysians love SUVs, and the mid-size luxury SUV is the attainable dream segment for many. Which is why Volvo has updated its contender for the segment, the XC60. This already amazing car gets new updates for 2021 and a new badge. Is it still king of the hill? Let's find out in this episode of Route Hunters. The XC60 here in Recharge T8 trim still looks really good. There's a nice balance between masculine and feminine design elements. The rear tail lamps are huge and will be visible for quite a distance, even from high-riding vehicles. The side shoulder extension gives the car a muscular look without being hostile. This car sits on 19-inch rims and 235 section tires. It's priced close to the BMW X5 and the Mercedes-Benz GLC. Yet it's the biggest car here compared to the BMW and Mercedes. In fact, it's closer in size to the BMW X5, which costs 100,000 ringgit more. Inside is where the XC60 really shines compared to its rivals. The interior is cleanly designed with no ugly floating screens, and warm materials give it a cozy living room-like feel. The steering wheel has a gloss black finish that looks and feels premium. The gear selector is more elegant in our opinion. The Bowers & Wilkins premium audio system is amazing to listen to. You can tune its staging and create a concert hall's acoustics. The infotainment system itself is very easy to navigate, and you will learn it quicker than Mercedes' command system or BMW's iDrive. The head-up display shows everything from speed, navigation, and landmarks like schools, and it's in the eye line of the driver, so your vision stays on the road at all times. The seats are some of the most supportive ones we have tried, and Volvo's decade-long R&D on them really shows here. There are two ISOFIX mounts in the back and even a built-in booster seat too. The tailgate, which can be operated hands-free, opens to a boot space of 505 litres. There are two engines driving this car. One is a supercharged and turbocharged 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol unit, which pulls like a 3-litre supercharged engine. The second one is an electric motor mounted in the back. Together, it gives a combined output of 407 horsepower and 640 Newton meters of torque. And it feels it, accelerating from 0 to 100 kph in 5.3 seconds. Top speed has been capped to 180 km per hour. Brakes are adequate, bringing this 2.15-ton SUV to a halt in 36 meters from 100 km per hour. The real beauty is the EV system of this car. Thanks to the 11.6 kilowatt battery, you can easily get about 40 kilometers from a full charge in city driving. With just half battery charge and 1 hour city driving, we clocked an impressive 6.4 liters per 100 kilometers consumption. A full charge will allow you to drive from Petaling Jaya to Klang in gridlock traffic with zero fuel usage. What's real impressive is its long distance consumption. We drove it from Petaling Jaya to Kuala Selangor with a full charge battery and 5 big-sized adults without hypermiling. Thanks to the battery management functions, we clocked an overall consumption of 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers. Madness for a car weighing 2.15 tons. The XC60 is fast, but it's no sporty handler. It's set up to be a comfortable cruiser. The car rides on conventional shock absorbers with double wishbones up front. In the rear, there's a composite leaf spring instead of conventional coils. The car has sufficient grip, especially in 4-wheel drive mode, and on smooth roads, it handles well, both in straight line and cornering stability. However, it's mid-corner bumps that causes significant oscillation, which can be scary for the inexperienced driver. Because of this, we do not recommend driving this car in a spirited manner on our B roads. The plus side of this underdamped setup is that it's extremely comfortable even on the worst paved road within the Klang Valley. This car shines on motorway cruises and urban driving. We don't have to tell you how safe a Volvo is, but here's a list of active and passive tech the XC60 packs in keeping you safe. The highlight feature is the cross-traffic mitigation, which warns you of passing traffic when you're reversing out of your parking space. Where the car really shines is with Volvo's Pilot Assist. Used in tandem with the adaptive cruise control, this car is the best place to be in a standstill crawl. It literally keeps the car in the lane, maintains a safe distance, and accelerates and slows for lane changes with human-like input. The flaw comes when the car in front does something wrong. The system locks onto the car that's in the front, so if they decide to do something wrong, the Pilot Assist will mimic it before realizing that it's putting you in harm. The XC60 is a 300,000 ringgit SUV. There's quite a lot of tech toys thrown in for the price. In fact, in terms of space and equipment, it gives the X5 xDrive 40e a run for its money. But for the price, you get a 5-year warranty and free service maintenance package, and an 8-year coverage on the hybrid battery pack. And you also get a far more powerful powertrain with far lesser fuel consumption. The battery takes 5 hours to charge and will cost between 2 ringgit 50 cents to 5 ringgit per full charge from your home socket. That's good for about 45 kilometers of urban driving. In a month, you will end up paying 150 ringgit extra in electricity bills, which will return you 1,200 kilometers of urban driving range. And Activa will cost more to fuel to cover the same distance. The parts are mixed priced, with some parts being cheaper for the Volvo. Here's how the parts price compare. Bear in mind, it's a 2.15-ton SUV. It has the edge over the BMW and Mercedes with its 20,000 km service interval. This is good for those who clock a lot of miles. Tires will set you back almost 2,000 ringgit for a set of 4. Overall, running the XC60 Recharge T8 for 2 years will set you back 18,175 ringgit or 757 ringgit per month. The XC60 is an amazing urban car for the family runs. This is thanks to its comfort-tuned suspension and its hybrid twin-engine powertrain. The acceleration is more than what you would need for our roads. The battery management provided by Volvo maximizes the hybrid range too. Add the amazingly calibrated driving aid, spacious yet cozy interior with that banging stereo. It's a car that takes the stress out of the daily commute. For 343,160 ringgit, it should be an X3 rival, but it punches well into the X5 territory in terms of experience. What are your thoughts about the XC60 Recharge T8? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.